going to show you how to decrease stitches. So we're going to be knitting 2 together and purling 2 together. So I've worked a couple of rows of stockinette with my Hobby Lobby I Love This Cotton and my Chiagu needles in the 5mm size 8 needle in the US. And we're going to knit a few stitches. And then we will knit 2 stitches together. So we're going to take these 2 stitches and we're going to knit them together. We come to this left side of these 2 stitches together, insert knitwise underneath both of those stitches. So you see I have 2 stitches on both needles at the moment. I'm going to wrap the yarn around once and from right to left. So I wrapped the yarn from right to left, and then I'm going to pull that one stitch through, combining those stitches together, and you see how this stitch kind of leans in towards that one. And then we'll knit. We'll knit 2 and then knit 2 together again. So we have these 2 stitches on the needles, or on the left needle. We're going to go on the left side of that second stitch, insert on the underside of both of those stitches from front to back, wrap the yarn from right to left, and then pull that stitch through underneath of those stitches and off of the needles. And again, that left stitch leans in towards the right, and see the right stitch is actually kind of under there, but I'll do it one more time. Knit 2 stitches, then we're going to knit 2 together. We'll go from the left side of the needle, or of the 2 stitches, under from front to back, wrap from right to left, and pull that stitch out from underneath of those 2 stitches. And we've decreased by 3 stitches. I'm going to knit to the end and get to the purl side of the row. I'll show you how to purl 2 together. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll turn our work on the back side where you have those knit 2 together. You can't really tell. You can kind of see where they gather a little bit here, here, and here, but they're not really obvious. We have our work. Grab our needles, go to the purl side. So I want my yarn in front, so I usually, like I said, scoop under, and then I'll purl a few, and then we'll purl 2 together. So you're going to take your yarn, or your needles, you're going to go under these 2 stitches, above these purl bumps, but underneath of those 2 stitches in the front, wrap the yarn from right to left, and bring it back through to the back side of the work so you have that kind of an appearance, and then you're going to take those 2 stitches off the needles. We'll work 2 more stitches, and then we'll purl 2 together. So again, you go in to 2 stitches from the front with both of those needles over the two sets, or both of those stitches over the 2 needles now, with the yarn in the front, wrap from right to left, pull that stitch, this is the working stitch here, to the back, and then remove those 2 stitches off the needles. Work 2 more. and then we'll purl 2 together. Go underneath of those 2 stitches, wrap the yarn from right to left, and pull that needle back through so you have that appearance, and then remove off the needle. And that's how you purl 2 together. And just complete the row. And then we've decreased by 3 more stitches. And there you go. And you can't tell, you can see them, how it's kind of puckering together a little bit. You can see there's a gather here, a gather here, and a gather here. The stitch kind of leans further to the right, as if to pull it together. But that's the only way you can see it, is that it's leaning just a little bit further than the normal stitch. It's like it's crossed it. So there you go. Let me show you closer. See how that stitch crosses that one there? Anyway, that's how you knit 2 together and purl 2 together.